What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. Ooh, big brother, big brother, big brother. This Big Brother 24, episode 2. So, we start this episode off. Everybody's still getting to know each other. They go around the room, they're introducing themselves. Of course, you know, they lying about what they do for a living. Michael talking about something, he run an escape room. The belly dancer talking about she's a toy um, tester, that she helps the kids with the toys and all that. Child, I'm like, that's an elaborate lie. Like, you would come up with a lie. That's a big old lie. But you know, they got to go around the room and introduce themselves, yada yada yada. So then we have to decide who is on slop, who's gonna be a have not for the week. So Michael, Monty, Joseph, and Kyle, they all volunteer, which of course you volunteer because you hope you want to gain favor with the HOH. Like, listen, let me go ahead and volunteer. And hopefully when it comes time for you to start looking for who you want to nominate, you won't want to nominate me. I get it. It is what it is. Now, Daniel, who's the HOH, who claims to be this super fan, Paloma goes up to the room and breaks down to him because, of course, she's trying to protect this all-girl alliance thing, right? And she goes up to the room to basically tell him, you know, the only reason why they volunteered is because they're the strongest people in the house. And Daniel is like, what? I never thought of that. Bruh, you never thought of the fact that they volunteered to hopefully gain favor? Really? Anyway. Now, what I noticed off the break, and again, I'm a little tainted because I do already know some of the behind the scenes stuff that's been going on as far as this game is concerned. But baby, seeing it and hearing about it are two different things. For whatever reason, from the beginning, Paloma has decided she does not like Taylor. Taylor has decided that she wants to try to get cool with the guys. She's not really putting any effort into her relationship with the girls. And she's hanging out with the guys. She's playing pool. She's getting to know them or whatever. And of course, that's part of her game strategy is like, listen, I want to get in good with the guys because hopefully when it comes time for them to start figuring out who they want to send home, they won't send home their buddy. As someone who's always been a tomboy and who's always hung with the guys for the most part, it's very frustrating to see Paloma be, because I've dealt with people like Paloma before. If you're hanging out with the guys, obviously you have an ulterior motive. Obviously she's like, she must be using her beauty, and that's so old. I mean, she's just not a girl's girl. I don't know what she means by not a girl's girl. But she does not like Taylor, and it doesn't matter what Taylor does, it's going to be wrong. And she has been on a mission from the word go to try to get the whole house to turn against Taylor. That is clear. And she got the girls going along with it. Now, I'm very disappointed in some of these young ladies because I'm like, y'all just going along with it, getting like, yeah, she is. Oh my goodness, Taylor. And I'm like, it's just nothing this girl can do. So we're going to get deep into that later on. But, so then Michael, he decides he wants to go and talk game to Daniel. So he goes up to Daniel's room to talk, you know, game with him or whatever. And Daniel's like, yeah, okay, yeah. And he's like, yeah, but I can't trust Michael. Because you know why I can't trust Michael? Because Michael is a super fan. I peeped him from the word go. I saw it from the door. Because it's a whole Big Brother superstition that the first person in the house doesn't win. He said, and I peeped how Michael opened up the door and held the door and made sure he wasn't the first one in the house. He said, and I knew then he's a super fan. And a super fan is an enemy. Because you're a super fan and I'm a super fan, which means you know how this game is played, which means that me and you, we ain't on the same side. We ain't together on this. Now, we did see a couple of alliances start in this episode. We have Daniel and the chef. He said, I peeped her from the beginning. Me and her have almost the same hairstyle. I like her, and that's who I want my final two to be with. I like her so far. I hope I'm not going to stop liking her. I like her so far. We're going to keep it moving. Then we have Paloma and Alyssa have decided that they're going to be a final two. But, of course, now we have this all-girls alliance, which basically it's all the girls except for Taylor. Terrence is not really working the house like he needs to. Listen, sir, you know that you're the old guy. The old guy always has a target on his back. The old guy always is the first person that they want to send home. Either that or he's dead weight until they need to basically send you home. They might let you float around for a couple of weeks, but let's be clear, you're going to go home. So, Terrence, I don't understand. I need you to do better. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to it and it comes down to who they have to nominate, who Daniel has to nominate, he nominates Terrence and he nominates Michael. Now, I thought he was going to go for the okie doke because Paloma went up there and tried to get him to nominate Taylor. But he didn't go for it. And Paloma was kind of giving him the look like, how dare you not do what I told you to do. Paloma's dangerous. And we're going to get to that in the next video. Okay? All right. Peace.